Darkness, an outlaw's favorite accomplice. A time to stalk the unwary and the vulnerable.
She was sitting in her suburban San Fernando Valley home. She was reading a mystery book. She felt safe there.
Tonight, lonely widow Mabel Monaghan will become a character in a real-life murder mystery.
And into her house comes this just whirlwind and this violence.
Well, this was the most brutal offense that I can recall in my 30 years of tenure.
In 1953, Detective Harry Strickland was called to this house in Burbank, California. What he found has haunted him ever since.
An aged lady laying on the floor, beaten about the head, her hands tied behind her back, and blood everywhere. Hard to believe that anybody could do that to an old lady.
Mabel Monaghan is dead, her home ransacked. But there are no clues to suggest why or by whom.
The search of the home didn't reveal any prints of sufficient value.
To find Mabel's killers, cops will need to leave the quiet streets of Burbank behind and enter LA's criminal underbelly. A world that good-time girl Barbara Graham calls home.
Barbara Graham was a very attractive woman. She was very pretty on the outside.
Hello, boy.
But she was utterly amoral. And she used to go out to where the sailors were, by one of the Navy yards.
Like many girls in the dockside bars, Barbara turns tricks for cash.
The sailors called them seagulls because they flocked around the camp just like seagulls do, at the beach.
A prostitute with a heroin habit, Barbara lives on society's fringe. She's never known any other life.
Well, Barbara was an outlaw from the very beginning. She had grown up very tough, very unloved. Her mother, Hortense, was such a venomous, vitriolic, horrible woman.
As a young girl, Barbara is abandoned by her mom.
What's going on? Well, you think I can just come back here, huh?
When she tries to return, she is repeatedly rejected.
Hortense told Barbara when she was a little girl, you're going to be bad. You're just born to be bad.
Don't you talk to me like that! I'm your daughter! I want to see you again!
LA crime writer John Gilmore believes Barbara's abandonment sealed her fate as an outlaw.
I mean, she was deserted from when she was a child. Literally, figuratively deserted.
Barbara grows up to be just what her mom said she would be. A bad girl who's about to get even worse.
Barbara's background as a young girl had a lot to do with the woman that she became.
Barbara keeps the scars from her childhood well hidden. but they are looking for a way to get to the surface. Then she meets Jack Santo and Emmett Perkins.
And these were just, these were just really the LA lowest scum that you could possibly think of.
Career criminal Perkins' latest scheme is a robbery based on a rumor.
The rumor had been around for years, actually. You know, there'd been a number of groups saying, so what's new? And, oh, yeah, that old lady in Burbank, she's got a safe full of maybe 200 grand or something like that.
But to reach the cash, they have to get inside the house. That's where Barbara comes in.
And they knew that this old lady, or they had heard, she would not open a door at night to any strangers, especially men. She might open the door to a woman, so they're backing and counting on that.
To these small-time crooks, Barbara seems the perfect partner in crime. But she's unstable. Behind her seductive eyes is an emotion that's been bottled up for a lifetime, a hatred she is powerless to control.
She was like a stick of dynamite with a slow-burning fuse, and it was eventually going to blow.
In 1950s Los Angeles, an outlaw emerges from the shadows. Lonely widow Mabel Monahan has an unexpected visitor.
She wasn't a kind of person who was inclined to open the door for a stranger.
Hello? Hello, can I use your phone, please?
But Barbara Graham was a very attractive woman. And she sure cleaned up really well. And that's how she presented herself to Mrs. Monahan.
But Barbara's sweet face masks a sinister intent.
Can I use your phone, please? My car is broken down outside. I just need to make a phone call really quickly.
Lurking out of sight are three thieves, Barbara's partners in crime.
Mrs. Monahan was still not immediately convinced, but she finally relented and let Barbara in.
I'm sorry, I don't like the dark very much. Okay, cute.
And that was it.
Oh, here.
I don't think that Mabel Monahan had any chance whatsoever.
Barbara pistol whipped her. That could not possibly have been necessary. That was venting rage and fury on that poor woman.
You are a terrible mother! I hate you!
The rage is born of a hatred for her abusive mother, Hortense. For years, Barbara hides her anger behind a carefree facade until she finally lets it explode on Mabel Monahan.
I personally feel that Barbara was attacking every female of authority that she's ever dealt with her entire life.
Social historian Joan Renner believes murder was not part of the plan that night.
I don't think that's what was intended. They thought there was a safe there, they wanted the money. The idea was to get in, get the safe, and get out.
But Barbara's gone rogue. Her gang find her midway through murder.
What happened? What's it say?
She was not supposed to have done that. That wasn't part of the plan.
What the hell's going on?
Shocked, Perkins and Santo begin a panicked search for the safe.
They ransacked the entire house, pulling everything out of everywhere.
Listen, find this. Find it. Look everywhere.
Meanwhile, the old lady was on the floor bleeding and her head cracked open. And she wasn't dead yet, so Barbara ran into the other room and got a pillowcase. She stuffed a pillowcase over the lady's head, and then they ripped up a sheet, and Santo had part of the sheet around the woman's neck and was strangling her.
The noise alerts the fourth member of the gang, safecracker Baxter Shorter.
What the hell?
Baxter saw Mabel Monahan on the floor, bleeding profusely from her head. He could see her bleeding through the pillowcase. And he said, this is bad. This is not good at all. This wasn't supposed to go like this. I don't want any part of this. We have to get help. The rest of them were not interested. They just wanted to get out of there.
There's no safe. We're out of here. We're out of here. We've got. Well, hey, you cannot leave her like this. Hey, you cannot leave her like this.
Before he leaves, Shorter grabs a utility bill containing Mabel's address so he can call her an ambulance.
He went to a phone booth. He called it in, but the dispatcher got the address, but Baxter Shorter was so upset that he didn't say that the house was in Burbank. And they couldn't find an address like that in LA. And so no one went out. And her body wasn't found until a couple of days later.
With no fingerprints at the scene, police have no leads. Then an informant comes through with a name. Baxter Shorter.
Well, Baxter Shorter had decided that he would come clean if he got a good deal, if he, to let him go.
Baxter gives up the names of the gang to save his own skin. It will have the opposite effect. Baxter Shorter is last seen being forced into a car, driven by Barbara Graham.
He was taken out somewhere in the desert, never to be seen again. They never found him. Not a trace, nothing. He was declared legally dead 7 years later.
This second murder doesn't cover the gang's tracks for long. Within days, they are arrested at their LA hideout. In court, Barbara's pleas for mercy fall on deaf ears.
She even said at her trial, she told the prosecution, haven't you ever been desperate? Don't you understand what that is? And nobody there could relate to that because nobody had had her life.
So they're all found guilty of murder in the first degree and all sentenced to death. That was the conclusion to the trial.
There's only one man alive who can truly judge if that sentence was justified. Former detective Harry Strickland.
Having seen the brutal murder committed by Barbara Graham, her sentence to death for doing this horrific crime was well-deserved.
She lived as an outlaw, and now Barbara Graham would die as one. Her last words, "Good people are always so sure they're right."
Barbara's last comment shows her contempt for that part of society and how apart from it she was.
What kind of power makes a man turn against his good friend and fight him to the death?
She was an oversexed, bed-hopping, trashy person who thought that she was the belle of the ball.
The power of a deadly woman.
Sharon's a typical black widow. Marries for money, kills for profit.
I'll never understand how she could murder my dad.
Look at you.
You like?
Oh, I like.
Sharon Nelson doesn't go anywhere without making a splash.
Very nice.
The women in town looked at her thinking, why is she wearing that skirt so short? The men would look at her and think, wow, she's a hot little number. I'd like to get to know her.
How much?
Colorado doctor Perry Nelson thought the same thing. It's exactly what Sharon wants.
We'll be fine. You just need to relax.
Relax.
Immediately, she sets her eyes on the doctor in town, Dr. Nelson, who is handsome. He's kind of charismatic. He's rich. He's got money. He's got an airplane.
When Sharon meets Dr. Nelson, they're both married to other people. That doesn't stop her. 2 divorces later, she has her man.
When I first met her, I was just a girl, and from my perspective, I thought she was a lot of fun.
With a new husband comes a new stepdaughter. Lori Hustwaite was 13 when her father remarried.
I actually had some really good times with Dad and Sharon. We went on some trips together and camping together, and she seemed to include me in their new life together, and I guess you could say I liked her.
Sharon Nelson is not a woman who's safe to like.
Gary, come in. Come in. What do you think?
10 years into her marriage to Dr. Perry Nelson, Sharon is getting restless.
All right. Sharon, I'm lucky to meet the Mountain Man.
The mountain?
And, Raggedy Ann.
Sharon hosted a Halloween party. She's dressed as Scarlett O'Hara in a very romantic little costume that she's put together. And Gary Adams comes in as a mountain man.
Oh, yes, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Gary Adams is one of Dr. Nelson's friends.
Oh, that's Sandra.
Yeah, Sandra's here, yeah. Sandra, look who's here.
To Sharon,
Save me a dance, mountain man.
I'll just do that.
he's another target.
He was rough, he was sexy, she thought, and he was strong. And all those things added up to excitement for her.
So remember that story I started to tell you earlier?
Gary will be her new lover and her tool in a deadly plan.
Sharon was only dangerous to a man that could do something for her financially. Those were her husbands. They were the ones in danger.
Sharon has a problem. She married Dr. Nelson for money, and now she's spent it all.
What is this?
A new car.
The best way to refill her bank account
I needed a new car.
is put a price on her husband's head
Yeah, but you always say that.
with life insurance.
Settle down. What is your problem?
Don't tell me. Just
She wanted the $200,000 in life insurance.
Like this.
She needed that. She wanted to fuel a lifestyle of extravagance. So the money was a motivator.
take the goddamn car back.
But also, she was bored with the doctor. She wanted the excitement of a new adventure and of a new man.
That new man is her husband's good friend, Gary Adams.
Gary Adams was absolutely smitten by Sharon. He was pretty much a country boy, lived in a small home, did not have a lot of resources, and would have done anything for her.
So Sharon sends Gary on a special mission.
So you really do it?
A road trip with her husband.
Leave it to me.
My father was headed to Denver, and Gary Adams wanted to catch a ride with him. Gary had my dad pull the car over and said he had to go to the bathroom, and came back to the car and said he had dropped his wallet.
How on earth did you lose your wallet?
And so my dad went to help him look.
The ultimate betrayal awaits.
Gary took a rock and hit him over the head with it.
The murder isn't going to plan.
Anybody who is struck on the back of the head by a 15 to 20 pound rock should lose consciousness.
But the icy hand of the Colorado River is joining the fight.
Falling into icy water may cause this individual to become alert, to awaken. This would have heightened the intensity of the fight. The icy water, the strength and the adrenaline of the victim were not the killer's friend.
Perry Nelson didn't die easily. And in those last moments, he probably knew that his friend had come there to do evil to him.
I can't imagine how he would have felt about being betrayed. I can't imagine what his last thoughts were.
Sharon Nelson feels no remorse. This murder is just the beginning.
The fact that she had one husband killed and then used the same man to have another husband killed was just absolutely astounding to everybody who worked on this case.
When Dr. Perry Nelson goes missing on a drive to Denver, police and his family think it's just an accident.
My dad's body wasn't found for 13 months. So there was a long stretch of time there with lots of unanswered questions for us.
Look at you. Wow.
The answers lie with Dr. Nelson's wife, Sharon.
How much was all this stuff?
She ordered his death.
Honey.
Sharon Nelson was an extremely narcissistic individual.
You just need to relax.
A absolute cold and calculating person who had the ability to manipulate others.
The killer is Sharon's lover, Gary Adams. He earns a bounty for his work.
Shortly after Perry Nelson was declared dead and Sharon had received her insurance settlement, Gary Adams was seen driving around town in a new pickup truck.
Three years later, Sharon has a new husband. Denver fireman Glenn Harrelson.
Hey, baby.
He told his friends, I found a fun-loving, classy beauty, and I couldn't be happier.
You didn't go shopping again, did you?
He just didn't know who he was with.
You want me to look good, don't you?
Marriage to Glenn Harrelson follows a familiar pattern. Sharon spends his money, becomes bored, and starts plotting his murder.
When she wanted her way out of something, she went to her go-to guy. She went to Gary Adams and said, Gary, I got to get out of this marriage.
Desperately in love, Gary Adams is in Sharon's complete control.
So how are you gonna do it?
Well, fire and water are the only things that cover your tracks.
Ready to kill for her, yet again.
He said, well, we've done it once. She says, I know, we can do it again.
When Glenn Harrelson arrives home one evening, his wife has a surprise for him.
When Glenn Harrelson walked into the door, Gary Adams then shot him in the head with a .22 pistol, then placed a bunch of papers and magazines on top of his body and set those on fire.
Glenn's body is found in the burnt-out house with a gunshot wound. Detective Glenn Traynor has some questions for the grieving widow.
When we asked her where she was when Glenn died, she stated very quickly that she was at a friend's house who lived just down the hill from her.
Did he say how?
We found that to be very odd because we did not even know at the time when Glenn had died.
Tired of living a lie.
Sharon can't keep her guilty secrets any longer.
One with money problems can be doomed from the start.
Are you referring to your marriage with Glenn Harrison?
No, Perry Nelson.
She was just very matter of fact, almost no emotion displayed. She could have been as very well talking about going to the grocery store as having her boyfriend commit 2 murders.
Larry said he could arrange so that...
I think Sharon confessed so quickly because she knew she wasn't going to get away with it.
What did he say?
And she wanted to be in control of it.
That fire and water are the only way to cover your tracks.
She actually thought she could paint Gary Adams into the corner, where he would take the fall for the crimes that she was very much involved in.
We need you to come down to the station and make a full confession.
It didn't work.
Sharon Nelson and Gary Adams plead guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder. Both are serving life sentences.
I went to see Sharon before she was sentenced and wanted to ask her why she did what she did. I just told her she didn't just kill her husband. You know, she killed my father and she killed my children's grandfather. And she had nothing to say for herself that would give any indication that she was sorry for what she had done.
For some women, the burning desire for vengeance is a dangerous emotion.
Revenge is the #1 motivator of murder. It's a very powerful force.
And deadly revenge can be taken anywhere. Even the lobby of a 4-star hotel.
Clara Harris, by all accounts, is a really wonderful human being. For this one brief moment in her life, she lost it. She was a wild animal.
Clara Harris emigrated from Colombia. and found the American dream.
Oh, hey, darling. Hello. What's up? Looks good.
College education, marriage to a wealthy dentist, a lavish home. But the dream has a fatal flaw. Her husband, David Harris.
What's this?
It's a salad. I made it for you.
Yeah, but I don't like rocket in my salad.
David Harris was a self-indulgent, egotistical clod. Everything about David was have the best of everything, have the best looking woman, have the best car, have the best house on the block, which they did.
Texan author Stephen Long says that while David Harris seems to have it all, he still wants more. He wants his receptionist, Gail Bridges.
Gail Bridges is a little cutie. She's a pretty good-looking woman herself. So it was a situation where David just wanted it all.
For months, David cheats on Clara Harris, barely covering his tracks.
The affair became quite obvious to the employees in David's orthodontics office. And one of them eventually went to Clara and told her.
David's affair will become his death sentence.
Hey, darling.
Where have you been?
I've been out with the guys.
Out with Gail, you mean?
When Clara found out her husband was having an affair, her world ended.
I am your wife! I am your wife!
To lose her husband was to lose everything that was important to her.
Do you love her? Do you love her?
Her standing in the community, how others saw her, everything. And she could not deal with that.
A shattered Clara won't leave her husband. She responds with obsession about her rival for David's love.
She begged him to know about the other woman, demanded that he tell her about the other woman.
According to private investigator Bobby Baca, that request sparks a searing comeback.
And he said, okay, here's the differences. She has a boob job, you don't. She has little feet, you have big feet.
She's got no fat. No fat. She's perfect.
She fits better in bed with me than you do. She's smaller, she's more petite. You're fat, she's not. She basically made him tear her ego down.
For David to tell Clara he was having an affair with another woman was like stabbing her in the heart. But to give her details and compare her to the other woman was like turning the knife. Clara couldn't take it.
With jealous determination, Clara sheds the pounds. But the affair goes on.
Clara was desperate to save her marriage. And she thought, because of things David said, that if she lost weight, if she was prettier, if they made love more often, that would be all it would take. But those are very shallow fixes for a very damaged marriage.
Soon, the damage to her marriage will be complete when Clara takes matters into her own hands.
He tells Clara he's going to break up with Gail, and he takes Gail to bed. He couldn't possibly have been thinking about what Clara would do.
On an upscale Houston street, in a lavish house, a marriage is on the rocks. Clara Harris is becoming desperate.
There's no evidence that Clara has any kind of psychiatric disorder. She had cheating husband disorder. For her, big problem.
Dentist David Harris has been caught having an affair with his receptionist, Gail Bridges. His next lie will turn this once loving wife into a killer.
David told Clara that he was going to meet with Gail and break off the relationship once and for all.
But Clara doesn't trust her husband anymore. She goes to private investigator Bobby Baca.
She said, here's all the case information. He's going to meet her tonight. If you can get close and get recordings of what they're saying. She wanted that.
Bobby puts one of her team on the case. She soon discovers that David Harris has no plans to break up with his lover, Gail.
He went up into a hotel, checked into the hotel. He was with the other woman.
Wait a minute, sexy boy.
And at that point, we just wait for them to come out and video them coming out. And there's no reason why a married man would be alone in a hotel with another woman unless there is adultery.
Oh, I can't believe it. And he lied to me and he's down here. Right, Mom. I'm so sick of it. Mom.
When Clara learns the truth from the PI firm,
I'm so furious.
she snaps.
Just leave it, just leave it.
Enraged, she makes 16-year-old stepdaughter Lindsay phone her father
Daddy, you have to come home. Bradley's sick.
with a lie to lure the lovers out.
All right. Okay.
Good. Thank you very much.
And that is where our story really becomes incredibly violent, because she saw them come downstairs, get out of an elevator, hand in hand.
That's what you're about, is it?
And Clara Harris lost it. Clara attacked Gail and wrestled her to the ground in the lobby of this hotel.
She snapped. Flying into a rage, not caring who she hurt or how badly.
It's more than just a struggle. Clara's vengeful fury is shocking.
The fact that Clara attacked Gail, and then once she was pulled off, went back and bit her, she's acting like an animal.
Then, the final humiliation.
David Harris told her, it's over, Clara. You've blown it, it's over. And he walked out with the other woman.
But it isn't over. This fight is about to enter its final bloody round.
I don't think there was much going on in Clara's mind at the time of the attack. Just needing to destroy the two people who had destroyed her. If she had a gun, she would have shot them right there. If she'd had a knife, she would have stabbed them. She had her hands, she had her teeth, and then she had her car.
Clara guns the car. In her blind anger, she's racing through the parking lot.
She came around. That's when my PI first saw her.
David is escorting Gail around the hotel to the back. David pushed Gail. He did not get out of the way. Clara hit him.
According to my investigator, when Clara's car struck David, his face hit the dash and his teeth were flying everywhere.
There's more horror to come as Clara turns the car.
And then began this circuitous route of her coming back around to run over him again and again and again. Every time that car went over David Harris, it was like a meat grinder.
Stop, Mom, please.
From the passenger seat,
We're killing him.
Lindsay Harris is forced to witness her own father's death.
Clara stopped the car and got out and grabbed David, who was at that time barely breathing. And she picked him up and said, "David, look at what you made me do."
Clara Harris is found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 20 years in prison.
I think Clara killed David because David killed their marriage.
After years of belittlement and an ongoing affair, Clara could not be pushed any further.
The only way to end that kind of pain was to kill the source of the pain. It's lucky that Gail wasn't also killed.
The problem is that Clara Harris loved David too much. She loved him to the point that she was willing to kill to keep anyone from having him. Unfortunately, it was David who she was willing to kill.
Doing business with an outlaw can have hidden costs.
If you owed her money and you couldn't pay her, you didn't want to pay her, she would kill you. If she owed you money for drugs and she didn't feel like paying you, she'd have you killed.
Anyone that got in her way, anyone that insulted her.
She just didn't care.
I'm thinking if someone accidentally bumped into her on the street, they could be dead too.
Miami, a vacationer's paradise. But in the early 80s, the city is riding a different wave.
Money,
Cocaine,
$50,000. It was all money, money, money.
It's the hub of a billion-dollar drug industry.
They just couldn't spend it fast enough.
And America's murder capital.
The bullets were everywhere.
a crime-ridden city.
The cops were just outgunned.
Paradise lost. We had never experienced shootouts with machine guns in shopping malls and shootouts with machine guns in rush hour traffic, but we did experience that with the Colombian drug wars.
Al Singleton lived through those wars as a cop in Miami's homicide division.
Our homicide rate in 1980 went from approximately 300 a year to 600 a year. So life changed dramatically in the early 80s in Miami.
Across the city, ruthless men battle for control of Miami's cocaine trade. But the meanest, richest, most powerful drug lord of them all is a woman. Griselda Blanco, the godmother of cocaine.
I think Griselda rose to the top of the ultra-violent world of drugs because she was the baddest of the bad, and she was a woman.
Before, there had never been a woman with that much power and that much control in the drug business anywhere.
The secret of Griselda's success is a total disregard for human life. Over 100 people are murdered by her hand or her order.
Hey, DeLong, come here. How did you go? Okay. Don't mess with me. How did you go?
For every killing carried out by her assassins, she demands gruesome proof.
There you go! You did good. Very good.
She had to prove her stature. She had to prove her ruthlessness.
But Griselda does the most personal killings herself.
What are you talking about, Griselda?
She gained the nickname of the Black Widow because she had some of her husbands killed when either they disagreed with her or wouldn't do things she wanted. It was not a wise decision to be married to Griselda Blanco.
Griselda Blanco's violent rise to the top of the drug world begins at the very bottom.
She started in Colombia. She came from a very poor family, had a very rough childhood, was prostituted over there.
¿Entendiste, señorita? ¿Le haces caso?
Raised in a slum, she's treated as a commodity to be bought and sold. Age 16, she uses forged documents to escape to the United States.
She decided to stop being the victim and become the victimizer, and that worked out well for her. It didn't work out for very many people that met her, though.
Watching Griselda's rise to infamy was Miami cop Nelson Andrew.
Things just fell into place for her, and she became the number one in South Florida and Colombia.
Griselda orders murders as readily as other businesses order stationery. But one killing will shock even hardened cops. It begins when Griselda puts out a contract on one of her own hitmen, Chucho Castro.
Once they determined where Chucho had been living, they surveilled the house. They saw his car leave the garage of his home one day. They decided to follow it.
But the killers don't know that Chucho is not alone.
They did not see the fact that in the front seat of the car next to the driver was his son.
Miami, 1982. A city under siege in the cocaine wars.
Working Friday and Saturday nights was the hot time. It was going sometimes homicide to homicide. And the greater majority of them were drug-related.
Of all the murders, one leaves a terrible mark. Chucho Castro is taking a drive with his son, Johnny. He's unaware he's the target of a contract hit, ordered by the godmother of cocaine, his boss, Griselda Blanco.
The van pulls alongside of them. They slide the door of the van open, and they start machine gunning the car.
Incredibly, the bullets miss Chucho. His son Johnny is not so lucky.
Once he escaped, realized his son had been killed, he drove back home. Really didn't know what to do. He couldn't call the police because he was wanted himself. Took the baby back home. Put ice in a bathtub. Put the baby in the bathtub to preserve him. Spent the night crying with this baby.
Meanwhile, the hitman Rivi fears he could pay for the mistake with his own life.
Do not bring me bad news.
It was very close.
No close, no close. What's the matter? You listen to me. You're stupid.
Look at the little son. It was an accident.
You got the boy.
See.
You got the little chiquito.
See.
This is fantastic.
Even a cold assassin like Rivi is shocked by Griselda's reaction.
Griselda had no feelings whatsoever for the fact that the life of an innocent 2-year-old child was taken because of her order.
You shot the little boy.
I don't understand.
It's just a heartbreaking story. And when you think about what a shame it was that this baby had been killed, and the glee that Griselda took in the fact that they were successful in killing this baby, you know, words can't describe how evil this is.
Criminal profiler Candice DeLong believes the seed for this evil was planted in Griselda's childhood.
I don't think there was anything bad that didn't happen to this woman.
But in the mid-1980s, Griselda's empire comes crashing down.
That's your job!
Her hitman, Rivi, is arrested and decides to testify against her. It looks like the godmother is headed for death row. But Rivi is deemed an unreliable witness, and the woman linked to dozens of murders takes a plea bargain in return for just 20 years in prison.
There is no one that deserves to be on death row more than Griselda Blanco. The fact that our case fell apart because of witness problems, to this day, enrages me.
Griselda Blanco is released in 2004 and deported to Colombia. Today, her exact whereabouts are unknown.
The fact that she has not been killed in retribution by some of her enemies, I will never understand. But that's apparently the situation, and that's just the way it is. And apparently she's living large in Colombia as we speak.
Griselda's world was kill or be killed. And if you're gonna be a killer, be the best. And she was.
Deep in the woods, a lonely farmhouse holds a grisly secret. Police are looking for a young man, reported missing.
When they went to the burn barrel, they looked in to see what was there.
Jeez, what is that?
They found a bone with a glob of burnt flesh on the knob. It was obviously a human bone.
It's the first clue to a crime whose horrors are beyond imagining.
I went, oh my God, Oh my God. What did she do to my son?
Sheila Labar is every mother's worst nightmare. Epping, New Hampshire. A typically quiet New England town. Until Sheila Labar arrives.
She's very smart. She would use her wits, use her charm, her southern accent.
Well, don't you look fine?
Hi, baby.
Wow, you like it?
You like it?
I think it's just so sexy.
She's incredibly confident. She was not afraid to flirt.
I know it's a little bit delicate, but it's my favorite design.
She uses more than simple charm to capture the attention of wealthy doctor Wilfred Labar.
Thank you. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think we...
Wilfred Labar placed a Lonely Hearts ad in a magazine looking for some company. Sheila saw this ad and responded to it by sending topless Polaroid photos of herself. You can imagine if you are in your 60s and you're widowed, it wasn't much longer before Sheila moved from Alabama to Dr. Labar's farm.
As local journalist Kevin Flynn discovers, Sheila is a demanding partner.
A lot of people said to Dr. Labar, you've got to get rid of her. He just seemed unable to extract himself from that relationship.
Soon her control over the doctor is complete.
Slowly, what Sheila would do was ask Dr. Labar for power of attorney, and she started rewriting his will. And she made herself the executress of the will.
A few years later, Dr. Labar is dead.
The coroner said it was heart disease, but a lot of his relatives are not sure. They think that Sheila might have poisoned him in order to speed up the process of getting the farm.
Sheila inherits Dr. Labar's farm. Soon, she entices young men to share the work and her bed. But living with Sheila has its price.
We spoke to a number of neighbors that would see badly beaten young men sort of walking up the road from her house.
District Attorney Kirsten Wilson says the farm became a sadistic playground.
It's an isolated farm. I think it was all about control.
You were supposed to have done this hours ago.
Young men who
Come on, get
are either loners or mentally maybe incredibly trusting. It's all about controlling them.
Oh, get to your feet, you pathetic pedophile!
Sheila was just a really mean person.
God, you're disgusting. Not you. No, you're beautiful.
She had an unnatural control over people. It was unholy. It was as if she got a gift from the devil.
In February 2006, Sheila is on the prowl for a new victim. Someone innocent and defenseless. Someone like Kenny County.
Kenny was a lovely, lovely boy. He couldn't do enough for you. Everybody was his friend. I was so proud of him.
Carolyn Lodge is Kenny's mother.
He never had a horrible word for anybody, and that was the problem. He trusted everybody.
Kenny has a low IQ. His childlike trust leads him into a terrible trap.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Sheila. It's Kenny.
Oh, hi, Kenny. How are you?
I'm good.
And he told my son Brian that he met a 47-year-old woman in New Hampshire.
Maybe this Wednesday, if you wanted to meet up and...
She owned a farm. She owned a beautiful car.
Kenny, I would love to meet you.
And she was rich.
You are in for a wild time.
And he was serious about her.
I think I know exactly what would make you happy.
Oh.
She chose that person.
I think you should come over.
Someone who was physically weak and mentally weak.
I guess so. Yeah.
And she did it because she could feed her sadistic fantasies that way.
Great. Well, I guess I'll see you soon then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
She came down in her car and picked him up, and he never came back.
Those got them?
Sheila LaBarre is a woman with a deadly passion. Her prey are young men.
She used her feminine wiles to get their attention, and then she isolated them from everyone else, and then began the torture, psychological as well as physical.
Kenny County is her latest victim. Tonight, his mistress is taking him shopping.
What the hell are you looking at? You don't see anyone in a wheelchair before?
Kenny couldn't walk. He had bruises all over his face. His complexion was an odd color of green. The people who worked at the store were really concerned about him.
Good afternoon, Miss LaBarre.
For weeks, Kenny has been in the clutches of a master manipulator.
That's ridiculous. From who?
You all right?
Hey.
You look off.
Hey, don't talk to me. You don't have to
Kenny
answer.
didn't ask for help.
You don't have to answer anything.
He was
you
under
say.
Sheila's spell. And that's what Sheila wanted.
Now, if you don't mind, we'd like to leave.
You okay?
When they left that store that night, that was the last time Kenneth County was seen alive.
Weak, defenseless, Kenny County is in grave danger. Late one night, Sheila makes a frenzied call to police.
Hello? He's a pervert. He's a child molester. Kenner County. I can prove it.
Sergeant Gallagher received a telephone call from Sheila, and she seemed somewhat frantic.
Sheila obsessively records everything she does.
It was a very disturbing tape that he listened to over the phone. Ken was being interrogated by her.
Stop faking that.
On the tape was my son vomiting.
Kenneth County is faking vomiting. Get up, Kenny!
And she kept saying, he's faking, he's faking.
Get up! You're an evil pedophile, aren't you, Kenny?
Yes.
You raped men.
Now he's a pedophile. Raping children, raping his brother. He's vomiting.
When she was urged to kill, to make it easier for herself, she had to fantasize that the men she was killing were pedophiles.
I think all right. The tape's all true. Every single
Used
bit
to
of
her
it.
eccentric calls, police decide to investigate the next morning. What they don't realize is that Kenny County is already dead.
What probably happened was that eventually Kenny realized he was in some sort of danger. And I think he might have lashed out in self-defense.
You want to rape your mother, don't you, Kenny? Talk right, Kenny! Talk right!
And I think that's what finally triggered Sheila into a homicidal rage.
Don't you ever do that to me!
There was blood on the walls, on the floor. There were puddles. There was spray. It was a bloody mess.
With her victim dead, Sheila calmly sits and watches him burn.
He was dismembered. Sorry. And he was put in a pit and burnt. But my son, he just wanted to be loved. I can't imagine what he must have been thinking. Because he was so all alone.
While Sheila tries hard to destroy Kenny's body, forensic evidence gives her away.
There was some readily apparent blood spatter. And Carolyn had told us that he had been in the Army for a while. And at that point, we crossed our fingers and hoped that they may have a DNA sample. And they did, luckily for us.
A wallet is found in the septic tank.
Oh, get to your feet.
It belongs to Michael DeLong, another young man who had fallen prey to Sheila LaBarre. Convicted of 2 murders, suspected of more, Sheila LaBarre is currently serving 2 life sentences.
The fact that she has to remain for the rest of her life behind bars, she got what she asked for. She'll never see the light of day. Horrible thing is, my son is not here with me. He was only 24.